Hey everyone, it's Nicole here from Toujours, and today we are going to be making some rainbow macarons. In this video, we'll focus on how to split your batter to make multiple colors from just one batter. We're also gonna throw in a little fun twist and mix the white batter a little bit less so we get this fun texture in our clouds to create this pillowy effect in the design. So let's get started on these rainbow macs. Let's get started on making our macarons. If you are new to macarons and you need a full tutorial with all the details, please go to my Macaron 101 video. It has a very in-depth tutorial there, as well as the recipe I'm using in the description of the video. So I'm gonna start out with my egg whites. We're gonna whip up my egg whites until they're nice and foamy, and then I will add in the sugar and a few additions. Once the sugar has dissolved in the egg whites, we're just gonna keep whipping until we reach a nice stiff consistency. I'm using a hand mixer here because of the size of my batch. It's quite small and I didn't trust my KitchenAid to whip up my eggs. So make sure you have the correct size equipment for your recipe. Once you get to a nice stiff peak, it took me about 7 minutes with my hand mixer. Then you're going to add in your dries. Here I'm adding in my almond flour and confectioner sugar. They've been sifted and whisked together to be a nice homogeneous mixture. And I'm gonna pour in my dries into my stiff meringue. Now usually if you wanna color the whole batter one color, you can add the coloring in when you're doing your meringue. However, here I plan to make 3 different colors and a white. So I'm gonna be dividing my batter into 4, and so I'm gonna wait to color my batter until the end. So I'm just going to add my dries in 3 additions, slowly mixing in those dries until they're incorporated into my meringue. I am not deflating my meringue at this point. I'm simply adding my dries. It looks a little bit weird. It doesn't really want to come together in a nice way. However, just keep mixing carefully at this point and making sure you're not deflating your batter, because we have a lot more mixing to do if we're going to be mixing in our colors later. So when you're making multiple colors from one batch, be extra careful with this step. And once you don't see any more dries left in your bowl and it looks like a big clump of cloudy meringue, you can start to divide your batter. If you see here, if I lift up my spatula with this batter, it is not flowing yet. We are not at that point. It is just a very lumpy mess right now. So evenly distribute your batter into 4 different bowls, and I am going to mix up my white first. So here I want my white to be a little less than a smooth lava-like consistency like I usually do. I want feet to develop on these clouds, so I'm gonna mix a little bit more than I usually do for those rosettes. So I'm gonna push out the batter and fold the batter on top of itself, push it out, fold it on top of itself a few times till the batter is still thick. It's not flowing consistently, but it does flow a little bit, and that's where I'm gonna stop for this cloud-like batter. I'm gonna put it in a piping bag with a star tip and make sure you seal it up and put it to the side. And then let's do the pink for our rainbows. I'm using the Sugar Art Hot Pink here. If you are in the market for powdered colors, the Sugar Art coloring is an awesome system. You can use Bake Toujours at checkout for 15% off. Once I put a little bit of that hot pink in, again, A little bit goes a long way with these powdered colorings from the Sugar Art. These are Master Elites. And if you are already dividing your batter, you have a smaller amount than usual. So just be cognizant not to put too much powdered coloring in each little section of your batter. I would not even say this is 1/8 of a teaspoon going in here, and yet I still get this vibrant color. So I put in my color and I'm macaronaging to that lava-like consistency where the batter's flowing off my spatula consistently without breaking. Now I have this put into a piping bag once it's ready and set that aside, and we're gonna move on to our yellow color for our rainbow. Here I'm using Sunshine Master Elite from the Sugar Art. I'm gonna mix that in. Again, a little bit goes a long way. And once that is at a nice flowing consistency, I'll put that into my piping bag as well and seal it off. It's also great to use a bench scraper or a spatula with a flat end to push your batter all the way up to the top so it's right at that tip. Make sure you're gonna get all of your batter out when you start piping. And the last color we're gonna be doing is the turquoise waters from the Sugar Art. Put a little bit of that in. And whenever you're doing a powdered coloring, you really wanna make sure you incorporate it fully. So I'm careful to mix in that color, and then once I see it is fairly well dispersed in my batter, I start to press out the air more in my meringue and start to do the macaronage process. So when you're doing a powdered color, just make sure you disperse that color well, and then you'll have more time to really deflate that batter at the end. So I'm pushing out the air and folding the batter over itself and making sure that I evenly deflate my batter. You also want to make sure you have the proper sized equipment for whatever size batch you're making. So here, when I split my batter, I put them into little bowls. So I also wanted little spatulas to go with that, because a large spatula might not hit the batter very well in those small bowls. So make sure appropriate sized equipment, just like with our egg whites, we went for a bowl instead of a KitchenAid mixer for this batch. Once all of our batter is into our piping bags and we're ready to go, you can have your baking surface of your choice. Here I am using a silicone mat, and I have my template right underneath my silicone mat that I printed out. If you're a part of my newsletter, then you got this template a couple weeks ago, and just print that out from the newsletter. If you want to join the newsletter, I'll put the link below in the description of this video for you to add your email. It is completely free and just a fun way of keeping tabs on what's new at Toujours. So here I have all of my piping tips, about a 6 to a 4 millimeter, and I am just gonna go pipe each color at an arch and fill in my template, and then I will do my pillow-like clouds with my star tip for the white. For the clouds, I just did 2 little dots touching the base of my colors of the rainbow, and then I did 3 after that. So 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom. And once you pipe out all the colors and the clouds, just tap out your tray gently and let this rest. If you have an air bake tray, you could also do this with the no rest method that we're just discovering works so beautifully, and pop these directly in. But here, I wanted all the divots from my star tip to dry completely before I baked off, because I put it on a regular tray. And once it dried in about 20 to 30 minutes, I was ready to pop this in the oven of 300 degrees Fahrenheit. And I dropped my temperature down to 275 to keep that temperature in my oven around 290. Once these are baking, you can either clean your dishes, or we can make a filling. For these, I wanted something bright, just like the rainbows are. So we are making a berry smoothie filling. I got freeze-dried fruits from Trader Joe's, a berry mixture. So there's blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries in this mixture. And I also got freeze-dried bananas. So I pulsed these in my food processor, and then I put them into a regular American buttercream. So here I have 113 grams of unsalted butter, softened, and I'm gonna mix that in with 158 grams of confectioner's sugar, 10 grams of my berry mixture, and 5 grams of my freeze-dried banana mixture. Mix that up until it's nice and dispersed and the powdered sugar is dissolved. I added a pinch of salt as well to this and some lime juice for freshness. I did about a half of a lime to a full lime, and I zested half of a lime and put that in there as well, just to bring those super bright flavors forward. Once your macarons are out of the oven, take them out and let them cool completely, and then you can fill your macarons. So take them off of your silicone mat. I like to peel them off carefully by lifting the mat up and pulling it back off of shapes like this. Because of the arch, it can break easily in the middle. So just be super careful when taking them off the mat, and then pair them up with their mate, their little soulmate, and then we're going to fill them with our berry smoothie filling. I piped just little dots on one side and sandwiched them together. And these are really cool because the base of the cloud is really thick and they stand up well after you pipe them. Once these are filled and sandwiched together, you can leave as is, or I took some sterling pearl wedding gold from the sugar art and just dusted one of the clouds gold. It's like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and I put them on top of little cupcakes, so they're little cupcake toppers. If you're feeling extra like I was, you can get your favorite cupcake recipe, fill it with lemon curd or some other thing that would make it look like gold, so a passion fruit filling, and then when you cut into this, it kind of looks like liquid gold is bursting out of the pot at the end of the rainbow. If you're interested in my lemon curd recipe, drop a comment down below. I did film it, and if you're interested, I will share it with you guys and edit that film. And that's it, you guys. This is our rainbow macarons. You can use them as is or as toppers onto your cupcakes. I put a little bit of extra gold on top of my frosting as well. This is a Swiss meringue buttercream that is on my top 5 filling recipes. If you want to head to that video, click the link above. And that's it for these rainbow macarons, you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And I hope we see lots of rainbows and brightness in our lives this spring and the rest of the remaining year. And I will catch you on the next video. Peace out. On the frosting because it's still too cold. So good.